Alright, I want to thank you for clicking in. Now, today we're going to make a swamp cooler. Evaporative cooler, airwash cooler, whatever you want to say. But, first things first, we got to cut the top out of this. And then rinse it out real good. Alright, looking at the weather, today's going to be really hot. So I decided to pull this onto the porch and work on it here. Now, first things first, we cut out the top. And I'll show you that here. Alright, just plain and simple. Now the next step is we lay out the sides. Now for the sides, what we're going to do is, these are 20 by 30 air filters. They're washable, reusable, and they're 1 inch thick. We're going to put a 2-inch border all the way around them and lay the sides out. So these are basically 26 by 16 openings. And I put one on each side. And now we can start cutting it out. Now here I'm showing you, one side's already cut. I'm using a 4-inch circular saw to cut with, but you could use a jigsaw, handsaw, or whatever else you have available. Now after you finish cutting, this is a good time to do your marking for your holes to drill and time to clean up your edges. Now to clean up the edges, I just use a knife. And all you do is you scrape along the edge and the little pieces come off. Very simple. Okay? This is all you do and it cleans them up. Now, we need to mark out about every 4 inches to drill holes so that we can secure the filters to the inside. Alright, once you've drilled your holes about every 4 inches, you can put your first filter in. Now you center it, clip it in. Here you can see the holes, see how I spaced them out. And by clipping it in with the wire, this happens to be from electric fence wire, you push it through and you twist it on the inside like a bread tie. It works really great. Now, if you can find better filters, go ahead and get better filters. Okay, the better the filter, the more efficient this cooler will be. Now, this is what it looks like when it's done. It holds the filter nice and tight so you don't have an air gap. Alright, here's what it looks like on the inside when you're done. When you push the wires through, you twist them like bread ties and it holds it up tight. Now we're ready to put the pond pump in and the landscape tubing to make the header. Alright, after we use the landscape tubing and the pump to come up to the header, we make a header for going around the top. We use a T, landscape tubing, and these little fan jets. The fan jets are put in at a slight angle so that they angle downward. That way they hit the fabric on the other side, or filter, whichever you prefer to call it. And they also have intersecting water lines going across the top. Now you just make a hole, you push these in, and you turn them a couple times. They're threaded, and you get them at the desired height. After you get them all in, you can install them into the barrel. Now they're installed in the barrel, we try it out with the pump. As you see, it makes a nice fan jet across the top. That way the air has to actually pass through the sides and the water going through those filters and through the water on top, which kind of makes this an air shower. So it makes it a lot more efficient. Next we'll focus on the top. The top is made out of 3/4 inch plywood. Now I've put 2 pieces together and put in some bracing material. This here we've already cut out the 8-inch holes for the fans. So let's flip this over and we'll put this on. Now this is how it's going to be laid out. Now here we have 2 high velocity automotive fans. Together they're about 3000 CFM. Now I bought these off Amazon along with this power supply, and I will have the links at the bottom. So now let's hook this up and give it a try. This thing is kicking butt. Now I put these two 8-inch 90-degree ducts on top. The temperature coming out of these is like high 60s right now, and it's 80 degrees outside. It's amazing how it cools the water down as it's flowing. They're adjustable. You can turn them whatever way you want to. I think this is pretty cool. It works great. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you do, and you want to see more, please subscribe.